Hi, it's Michelle with The Singing Baker. Today I thought I would bring you a fun side dish. Sometimes in our house we like to have a little bit of a theme. Sometimes we'll do Greek night, sometimes Italian, Mexican. Sometimes I like to go Asian, and I have a pork fried rice coming your way today. So what you'll need today is some cold cooked rice. So we're going to be making rice on the stove top ahead of time and then putting it aside to cool off. You'll also want to take some pork and also cook that in a fry pan on the stove. I have a wok, so if you have a wok, use that. Otherwise, just use a regular fry pan. I also will be seasoning my pork with some salt, and then I'll be putting some peanut oil in the bottom of the pan to fry the pork up. We will also need some eggs. We will need some green peas, as well as some bean sprouts and some hoisin sauce, some garlic, and the garlic will go into the pan with the pork as well, and then finishing off with some scallions. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy this one. So I just finished my rice, and I have also gone through and started my pork here. It's looking really delicious. It's getting a lot of flavor. I basically season my pork with a little bit of salt. Pork is naturally a little bit salty, so you don't need too much salt, just a tiny bit. I normally don't add the garlic too early because garlic can burn on you. So I'm just going to add this in and mix it in. It's smelling really delicious. And in the wok, it will cook really fast for you. Okay, I think we're ready for the rice. I'm going to start adding some rice in. So I cooked about, it was 2 cups of uncooked rice that I cooked through. You get a good pile here. It's definitely enough for, 6 to 8 people. And I usually have a little bit more rice left over afterwards. You just want to fill your wok up. There you go. You can always add a little bit more rice at the end if you wish. And just keep stirring rapidly. It will cook pretty fast in this wok. So as you can see, the rice is getting a little bit of flavor. It's starting to brown a little bit from the flavor of the pork. And now I'm going to basically make a well in the center of my pan here. So a little bit of a well in the middle. And guess what's going to go there? I'm going to crack my egg. There we go. And my second egg. And I'm just going to basically whisk this together and get it cooking. Just stir the eggs constantly in the middle here. And what I'm looking for is for it to start to scramble. Once the egg starts to scramble, then I will start incorporating the rice back in. So let me just give this a second. This fried rice is really tasty, and you can certainly substitute your protein. If you prefer to put chicken in sometimes, do chicken. If you like shrimp, you could always make some shrimp ahead of time and then just put it on a plate on the side, and then make your fried rice and then add the shrimp in at the end. Okay, so it's starting to scramble, as you can probably see here. So now I'm going to start mixing it all together. There we go. You just circulate it all around with the rice. And if you wanted to add more eggs, you certainly could add more eggs too. I've added 2 for this amount of rice, but that's easily something that you could alter. I'm just giving this a good mix. So I've added my peas in as well. You could use fresh peas, or you could certainly use some frozen. And then I'm going to add a little bit of hoisin sauce. Another option for sauce that you can add is some oyster sauce. I do not use oyster sauce. I'm allergic to shellfish, so if you do have a shellfish allergy, or possibly somebody in your group, when you're having people over that might have a shellfish allergy, you want to stay away from the oyster sauce. But I'm usually okay with hoisin. You could also add some soy sauce in as well, but be careful with the soy sauce. It is high in salt, so if you're going to use soy sauce, you may want to take out some salt from another part of the recipe. Okay. And then our last thing in the pan is going to be our bean sprouts. So mix those all in. Here we are, almost ready. Just one more ingredient. This really comes together quickly. And what happens is it's so fast that you really want to prep all your ingredients ahead of time. So cook your rice, then cook your protein, and then have everything already chopped up and ready to go so that you can throw it together at the end. Okay, and then our last ingredient, we are going to add our scallions in. And then we will be ready to serve. The scallions are the last thing, because the scallions, you want to keep that fresh taste. So you don't really want them to cook too much. Just a little bit.